Welcome back to another weekly market report. I hope they had a great weekend, and I look forward to going over this week's numbers with you. I am, of course, wearing my Chicago Bears sweatshirt this week because, yesterday the Chicago Bears broke their streak of losing to the Green Bay Packers and beat the Packers for the first time in, 5 or 6 years, maybe even longer than that. So I'm really happy about that, even though the Bears had a terrible season, a losing season again. I'm used to that, but they finally beat the Packers, so I have something to be thankful for about that. But I do wish the Green Bay Packers a lot of good luck in the playoffs. I hope that they do really well in the playoffs. I hope that they make it to the Super Bowl. But the Philadelphia Eagles in the 2025 playoffs are going to be a tough opponent for them. So hopefully that they can make it past the Eagles and make it deep into the playoffs. We'll see what happens. Honestly, I would kind of like to see the Lions or the Vikings make it to the Super Bowl and win the Super Bowl. Just because either one of those teams have not, well, the Vikings have never won a Super Bowl, and the Lions have been a really long time since they won the Super Bowl. So I'd like to see either team win the Super Bowl. But I don't know. The playoffs and the Super Bowl are really hard to win in the NFL. So see what happens. It'll be fun. Anyway, let's dive into the numbers here and go over them together. So I just kind of quickly looked at these numbers last night before doing this video this morning. We'll start here at the market action index number like usual. It is down to 47. It was at 48 last week. It is not a very big change. It is at 46.3656 this week, just down from 47.53 last week. So a point difference. Nothing to be concerned about as far as I'm concerned. It just shows that we're heading more towards that neutral market. As I've been saying for weeks, even months now, that our market is heading more and more towards that neutral market. It'll be a while before we're actually in that neutral market. It's just that we're trending that way. Whether or not we'll actually get in that neutral market before springtime, I don't think so. I think when spring and summer hits, we'll probably head more back into that seller's market just because we'll have a lot of buyers that are looking to buy. But we'll also have a lot of sellers that have been wanting to sell for the last few years. So we might have a lot more inventory coming on the market too. So I honestly have no idea what's going to happen with the market. It'll be interesting to see what happens come March in the unofficial kickoff of the seller of the spring housing market. So we'll see what ends up happening. So we'll start up here. The median list price here is at $297, and even $297. It is a drop from $289.9 last week of $290. So that just means that all the houses that are currently listed right now, they've had price decreases. So price decreases over the last week. So the median list price, when you put them all together, then average out the numbers, the prices of homes in the Kenosha market and the Kenosha city market have come down a little bit. So if you're a buyer, that's good news. It means that prices of homes are coming down a little bit. Not a huge amount, but a little bit. So if you're looking to get a home for a little bit of a cheaper price, prices are starting to come down a little bit. Median price of new listings, this went up a little bit. It's at $334 right now. It was at $282.5 last week. So not a little bit of a bigger jump. It just means that when they're listing their houses, listing agents are seeing data that houses are selling for more than asking price. So they're recommending to the sellers, I think that you can probably get a little bit more for your house. So let's go ahead and try listing a little bit higher and see what happens. Maybe we'll get higher offers. Maybe they're listing it for under list price and they're getting multiple offers that are driving up that sales price and they're closing higher. That may be happening too. So sellers are agreeing with their listing agents and they're just listing it a little bit higher. So that's why these new listings are listing at a higher price. Now, whether or not they'll actually sell at this higher price, I don't know. Maybe that's why these listings have been sitting on the market for a while and they end up having to lower their price after a week or two or three. Price per square foot has been holding pretty strong here at about that 196 mark. 190s, 189, 190s. Average days on market, this continues to go up. So the average days on market, this kind of correlates here with the market action index number. As this goes up, the market action index number goes down. The longer the days on market is, the closer we get to a buyer's market / neutral market. The more days on market that a house sits on, the closer we are to a buyer's market or neutral market. Because it just shows that we're having more inventory in the market. More choices for buyers, the longer it takes the house to sell. So the average days on market is at 102 right now, up from 94 last week. And the median days on market right now is at 70, up from 63 last week. So median days on market, I like to watch that more than average days on market, because the median days on market takes out the outliers, like the ones that have been on the market for 500 days, and then the ones that sell in a day. So this one, I think, tells us more of what the market is actually doing. This one didn't go up a ton, just went up by a week. But, houses are still sitting on the market for generally 70 days. I would say generally they're sitting on the market for about a month is what you'd expect a house to generally sit on the market for right now. That's pretty healthy. We're not in the COVID days of 2022, 2021, where houses are selling in a day or two. They're generally sitting on the market for at least a week or two before they're getting an offer that a seller actually likes and wants to take. So that's why the days on market is creeping up still. Price decreases. This one went down from last week. It's at 43%, down from 51% last week. I like to see that. We don't like to see a lot of price decreases in the market. So the lower this is, the better. It means that houses are selling for closer to ask price. Price increases holding strong at 1% still. Relisted, the number of houses that expired then had to relist with either the same agent or a new agent, holding strong at 15%. It's been strong at 14, 15% for the last couple weeks here. So that's good. We like to see this at between 10 and 15%, closer to 10% ideally, but 15% still isn't too bad. Inventory is at 74. So this is the number of active houses that are for sale as of Friday, January 3rd. Was at 74. It was at 76 the week before that. So not a huge change, just a couple less houses. We should start to see inventory actually picking up here now in January, and I've noticed that on the hot sheets, on the new listings. We're seeing more and more houses that actually being listed for sale. As we get through January and February, it'll probably be a little bit slower, but we'll start to see more and more houses start to be listed. And then once we get through February, definitely into March, we'll start to see the market really pick up. But if you're a buyer and you're starting to look, now is a great time to start jumping in the market, especially if you want to move in the spring. You want to start looking now and get all your ducks in a row. Start talking to a finance person, start talking to a lender, get yourself pre-approved, and start looking for houses now. Because while you might not want to actually move until March or April, start looking now and start looking for that perfect house. Because it takes about 30 to 35 to 40 days to actually close on a house. So once you find that perfect house, it'll take you another month before you're actually closing and taking possession of that house and moving it. Median rent here has been holding strong at $1,800 the last 3 or 4 weeks here in Kenosha. The market action number here is still at 47. So I did a chart here of the market action index number here. You can see that since beginning of August, it's been steadily declining, closer to that neutral / buyer's market. Not any huge declines or anything, just a nice, steady, even decline here. You have little blips where it goes up every now and then. And little blips here, like this one where it kind of shoots down a little bit. But just a nice, steady decline here. Nothing exciting about that or anything like that. But I just kind of want to show you guys this little chart here of the market action number. If you look at since 2020 at how that's been, 2020, January of 2020, it was nice and even. Then during COVID, it shot all the way up. And then it's starting to decline again now. These are the numbers of the houses that were listed here and the houses that sold here, and then the days on market. I'll let you guys look at this. I'll leave you here on the screen for a minute or so. I don't want to go over them because I know a lot of you don't even watch the video this long. So if you guys would like to do this chart yourself in a zip code that you like, or maybe a different city other than Kenosha, maybe Racine, maybe Bristol, maybe Kenosha County, let me know. I'll send you a link. You can type in any city that you want into the top up here. You type in any zip code, any city, any county, and it'll pull up all these numbers for you. Like we can type in like Racine. Like Racine, Wisconsin here. And I'll pull up the Racine, Wisconsin here. So Racine is actually a little bit hotter of a seller's market than Kenosha is right now. And these are the numbers for Racine. So if you want to do this for your city that you live in, maybe you don't live in Kenosha, maybe you live in Twin Lakes, or maybe you live in Lake Geneva and you watch this, or maybe you live in where my mom lives, St. Charles, Illinois, or Burr Ridge, where my in-laws live in. And you want to look at this for your city, let me know. I'll share this and send this link to you. You can pull up any city that you want to do. So if you guys would like this link, let me know. I'd be happy to share it to you. You can pull up any city, any town, any zip code that you want. Just let me know. I'll share it to you. I hope that you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Enjoy the NFL playoffs. Enjoy your week. I know it's back to school week for a lot of kids. Have a great one. If you guys enjoy this content, make sure that you like it. Make sure that you make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you really like it. Share it with your friends and family because I'm sure that they want to know what the market's doing. Have a great rest of your day, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.